Joe DeMarco, chiropractor and owner of OcraMed Health, and today we're going to go over variations that you can do with your ab roller. Now, I know a lot of people get bored with ab rolling for the very reason that they think all you can do with it is roll out and roll back. I mean, how boring is that? I mean, you know, and no wonder why people throw this thing in the closet and they never use it again. But you know, ab rolling is actually an awesome way to just not only work your abdominal area, but just your entire core, especially when you perform the various variations that I'm going to go over for you today. So I have a bunch of variations, and I have some variations of the variations. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's an awesome way to just strengthen the core. We need to have a strong core if we're going to go into the gym and move some heavy weight around. You know, you're not going to be able to do heavy squats, heavy deadlifts, and all these different types of lifts if you have a weak core. You have to have a strength core. This device is a great way to get that strong core. Now, this is a CoreFlex ab roller from OcraMed Health. However, everything I'm going to show you today, you can perform even if you just have one of those single wheel ab rollers. That's absolutely fine. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it. Okay, so we're just starting this video off with just some traditional ab rolling. A couple key points when you're ab rolling. You notice I start off, I lift the feet off the ground, and I immediately lock my torso into a tight, slightly piked, or what I like to call hollow position. And throughout the ab roll, my torso never changes position. I stretch out and come back, and that my torso maintains that constant tension. I'm squeezing my glutes, I'm squeezing my abs. I'm not allowing my torso. Sometimes I see people when they ab roll, they're piked, they're straight, they're arched, they're piked. You don't want to change the body position because you want to keep constant tension and be squeezing the core muscles as you ab roll out and come back. And that's how you get the most out of it. Now, our first variation that we're going to do here is we're going to throw a close grip push-up, or sometimes it's called a diamond push-up, in the middle of the ab roll. So notice here, I roll out like a regular ab roll, I come back about halfway, I then slowly lower my head towards the ab roller, and then finish the motion. Notice once again the body position. I'm not breaking the position of my torso. I'm not piking, I'm not arching. I'm trying to keep nice and tight throughout the motion, but we add in this extra upper body exercise during the middle of the ab roll. Okay, next up, we're going to throw in an elevated push-up at the end of the ab roll. As we come back, we're going to stand up on our feet, have the hips jacked up, and then lower the head down to the ab roller. So it's kind of like performing an elevated push-up here at the end of the motion. Once again, the torso position stays tight, it stays locked in until the end of the ab roll, where we get up on our feet, elevate the hips, and lower the head down to the ab roller. Once again, just adding in some upper body work along with our core work. And then finally, for this particular variation, we're going to just put it all together. We're going to roll out, put in the close grip push-up, roll all the way back, get up onto the feet, and perform the elevated push-up. So we're just putting it all together. Now, when you keep tight like this, you're going to fatigue out quicker. You know, when people sometimes are doing, you know, multiple reps of ab rolling, it's usually because they're releasing the tension, they're piking their hips back, they relax in between reps. When you keep constant tension, you're not going to be able to get a lot of reps on your ab rolling, so keep that in mind. It's okay to keep the numbers on the repetitions down if you're keeping your torso tight. Now, this next movement here, this next variation, is what I call like a reverse ab roll. We're actually going to stand on the ab roller and from a pike position, roll backwards to a straight arm plank position. So we roll back, I'm staying tight, and then I jack the hips up and bring the feet in towards my arms. So this is activating all sorts of core muscles. It's a great way to work your serratus anterior. It's working, I'm squeezing my glutes, I'm squeezing my abs. Notice as I lower back down, I don't let my body leave that hollow position. I keep nice and tight. And this is a great variation of ab rolling. Now, we can add to this variation by getting back into position here. And as you can imagine, when we roll back, we're basically in a push-up position. So let's throw in a push-up. We roll back, perform a push-up, and then slide the ab roller back in towards the hands. Once again, the key part of this, keeping tight, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the abs. Stay tight. Lower the chest down, try to keep the head in a neutral position, which is, the head should be in a neutral position with all ab rolling. And once again, this is a great way to just work some different muscles, hit that core. And now we're gonna move on to another variation that you can do with the ab roller. So what I'm doing here is, have the feet on the ab roller and I'm sliding out and then dragging my hips right through my arms. Now, as you can see, I'm up on my thumbs when I do this. You can do it on flat palms. If you're having trouble getting your hips through your hands, you can put a book on each side to get a little more elevation. But I'm just swinging the body out and squeezing and then driving the hips through. So you're gonna feel this in your shoulders, in your triceps, in your abdominal area. It's a great way to hit some different core muscles. And finally, we're gonna do a side plank position. Notice the way I'm putting my foot up on the ab roller, and then I'm gonna get into a side plank position. I'm keeping everything tight, and then I'm gonna bring my knees up towards my chest. This is a great addition to regular ab rolling work. Just controlling the ab roller itself actually adds to your core work, but you have to use your core to control the ab roller. This is a great addition. Obviously, do both sides. All right, so there you have it. Get that ab roller out of the closet and get working on your core. You know, I really appreciate everyone who goes to my website, www.OcraMedHealth.com, and checks out our store and purchases stuff such as our Tai Chi balls for fascia release work, our neck locks, our exercise bands, our Core Flex ab rollers, fitness programs. I really appreciate it really a lot because it keeps this channel going, and I love doing videos for this channel. So I appreciate it, and when you have some time, check it out. We actually have a new website that should be launching real soon. We're gonna have some, not only our store, but we are gonna have some private content on it with a forum where we can communicate and discuss all sorts of topics, nutrition, health, wellness. We're gonna have some weekly blogs in there, videos that won't be showing up on YouTube, but it'll be just for the website. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Hey, listen, if you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe to my channel, OcraMed Health on YouTube. Questions about exercise or injuries, just leave a comment in the comment section below. I always get back to everyone who writes in. And don't forget, OcraMed Health is here to keep you fit forever.